In this video, we're going to discuss bank-owned homes in the St. Louis, Missouri area, along with REO properties and foreclosures, and we're going to kind of talk about the differences in those properties and what we do here at St. Louis Wholesale Real Estate Properties. Hey, my name is Andre. Hey, the first thing I want you to do is make sure you like this video. Make sure you subscribe to our channel if you can do that now. It would be greatly appreciated. But bank-owned homes in the St. Louis, Missouri area, if you look at inventory levels are not like they were a couple of years ago. Well, I won't say a couple of years ago, but I would say around 2009, definitely 2008. And that was because of the big mess up that we had in our country with real estate market falling along with the overall market. So during that time, as you know, stocks were out of whack, real estate was out of whack, people were losing their jobs, and it had a huge effect. I guess they call it the Great Recession, and it was a mess. It was a big mess. It was caused by a whole lot of, I guess, bad policy making and so on and so forth. And hopefully I hope to never see anything like that again. But if you look at history, something like that will happen again. That's just the way it is for a lot of different reasons. So, but bank-owned homes in St. Louis, Missouri are at I would say, this is what I'm saying. It's kind of crazy. What I'm saying, I was actually looking in the area, in the North County area not too long ago, and here in the St. Louis area, and I saw that banks were buying homes. They were buying a bunch of homes still. I was like, wow, what is this? At first they were trying to get rid of them. So now they're investing and buying. So banks have more cash on their hands from the last few years of making great investments within their own company. I'm talking about the big banks, the Bank of Americas, the Wells Fargos, the Chase banks. I'm saying all of these names when I'm looking up different properties, and when I'm on the county website and I'm looking up properties, I'm seeing these bigger banks are coming in and they're buying these homes. So it's crazy. It's actually crazy. But the difference between the properties that they buy and the properties that we source is, I would imagine the properties that they buy are more intact, so they're not as distressed. Now, we do get some great properties also. So we get some properties where an investor don't have to put a whole lot of money in it. But most of the properties that the banks buy, the home just need cleaned out, maybe some carpet and a few other things also. But they buy obviously because they look at their numbers, the after repair values, and I guess what type of returns that they're gonna make and some of those other things. But most of the properties that we buy are distress homes, and that way we can give them to our investors at a discount. But like I said, from time to time we do get some of those better properties like the banks have. Also, the difference is if you're trying to buy a bank-owned property, you're gonna have to go through some hoops, depending on how you're trying to buy. Now, if you're a cash investor trying to buy bank-owned homes, so be it. You can actually get properties from us or from companies like us for cheaper, from wholesalers, obviously at a cheaper rate. Banks sometimes gonna want a high-end price, or if you're trying to finance, obviously, and you go through a bank, you already know the different regulations that you're gonna have to go through in order to get that done. Whereas we deal with cash buyers. We deal with cash buyers 24/7, and we look for cash buyers who want to buy bank-owned and REO type properties Like I said, because all of our properties are not going to be distressed, but some of them are going to be distressed, but they're going to be in good areas. And once you do your numbers, you're still going to, once you do your numbers, you're still going to buy at, sometimes 30, 40, 50% after repair value from us in pretty decent areas. So, and that's not a bad thing. Cash investors, that's what they want. The ones I've talked to anyway, that's what they want. They want to make sure that there's obviously some meat on the bone, as they like to call it, or as we like to call it in our industry. So we want to make sure there's enough to go in to make the repairs, to pay the contractors, to do a lot of different things and still have equity in the home. So, and because you have a lot of different investors, you have investors that want to go in and buy and hold the property for a few years and rent it out. And you have some that want to quick flip it, a whole lot of different things. So you just want to make sure that that cash investor is right for you and that he understands what he's buying. And, we want to build those type of relationships and make sure that cash buyers, whether they're local buyers here in the St. Louis market buying properties, or if they are hedge funds or any other type of cash buyer that's coming in the St. Louis, Missouri area that want to buy bank-owned type homes or REO type homes and make a good return on their investment, obviously, because that's what we're all in it for, is to make a good investment. So make good investment, make good return on our investment. So our website is make sure you like this video first also, and make sure you subscribe to the channel. Our website is stlwholesalere.com. So we are St. Louis Wholesale Real Estate Properties, and we love meeting new cash buyers. So STL Wholesale Real Estate Properties, and like I said, our website is stlwholesalere.com. That's stlwholesalere.com. See, I knew I was going to do that. I knew I was going to spell STL Wholesale RE and tie my tongue up or forget how the heck to spell it. So if you look in the description, you'll see it. You'll see a link down there for it. Also, our Facebook page is at facebook.com/St. Louis Wholesale Properties. So facebook.com/St. Louis Wholesale Properties. Make sure you like our page. Like this video, subscribe to this channel. We also have a Twitter page also. If you're on Twitter, find us at Twitter at STL Wholesale RE. So that's our handle on Twitter, STL Wholesale RE. And like I said, bank-owned properties, the inventory is not how it was, and where a lot of the banks had a bunch of foreclosures on their hands. And when they had a bunch of foreclosures on their hands, obviously they were trying to get rid of them. All these different banks, the bigger banks, and even some of the regional banks and the smaller banks, that had real estate debt on their books, and they were trying to get them off. And now, like I said, banks are going in and now they're buying properties now. They're buying these properties now. So they have cash, and they've made a lot of cash because the market has been doing just like this, since that time. The market has been going up. The stock market has been going up. So, their return on investments has been almost record breaking, the past, I guess, since, 2009 on up until now. If you look at the Dow, and I'm not sure if you're into that or not, but if you look at the Dow and you see the stock market and you see, at the taping of this video, I think it was something over 22,000, which is crazy. So stock market is up, and obviously everybody is sitting on cash. A lot of companies are sitting on cash, including real estate companies, and just all these different companies, all these different publicly traded companies and banks, you know, the big banks, they have money. And like I said, I see they're buying these properties. And I know they're not just buying them in my area, but I'm sure they're buying them in areas all over, not just the U.S., but all over the world. So make sure you go to our website and make sure that you sign up for our exclusive VIP cash buyers list. St. Louis Wholesale Real Estate Properties. That's STL Wholesale RE.com. Look in the description and sign up for our cash buyers email list. So, hey, thanks for watching this video. Hey, we'll see you in the next one. Make sure you subscribe and all that good stuff. And hey, we'll see you in the next video. Thank you.